This is Tony from bluebutterflycreations.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you a quick card that I made, and this is that quick card. And as you can see, it's in coordinating papers, and these are papers I bought a few years ago from Memory Makers at Michael's. I've also got some brads that I used, and I'm going to show you real quickly how I put this together. I also used for my sentiment Celebrate, and this is from a Hostess collection from Stampin' Up. Send a Celebration is what it's called. Again, this was a Hostess exclusive. So to get started, I have my card mount, and this is just a card stock that I got in a package. Came with matching envelopes, great to use. The card actually measures 7 by 5 inches when folded in half. And I'm going to be doing this card on the portrait angle. I also cut a piece of black cardstock, and this is cut to 1/16 under 5 inches by 1/16 under 7 inches. So it just fits nicely on the card. It doesn't overlap. I also have this piece of the paper here, and this is cut to 1/16 under 6 3/4 by 1/16 under 4 3/4 here. I also have a strip of black, and this is cut at 1 3/4 by, again, gotta check my measurements, sorry, by 5 1/4. I have this piece of paisley, and this is cut at 1 1/2 by 5 inches. I have this piece of stripe, and this is actually cut at 2 1/2 by 3 inches. I have a black piece to go underneath it as a mount by 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. So to start putting this card together, I stamped my sentiment ahead of time on my striped paper. And what I'm going to do is actually add some ribbon to it. And I'm taking my adhesive runner, and I'm putting it on the 2 shorter sides so that I can wrap my ribbon around. And this is the cheater method. So I have my purple 1/8 of an inch width ribbon here. I'm making sure I'm putting it on the right side because I want it to be down on the bottom. And I'm putting it about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch up from that bottom side. I'm just wrapping it around, pressing it down onto my adhesive. I'm snipping off my extra, like so. Then what I'm doing is I'm just adding a little more adhesive where that ribbon is. Make sure it sticks nice and tight to my black cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and mount that in the center, like so. And then again, I'm going to take a piece of my purple ribbon, and I'm inserting it underneath there. That ribbon I attached to the cardstock. I'm tying a knot, and then I'm tying another knot because I want to make sure it stays, like so. And I'm snipping my ends so that it sits on top of the card. Like that. And there is my sentiment piece. I'm going to put that aside. Now I'm taking out my 2 strips here, and I have my adhesive on the back, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the adhesive backing. I'm going to center it inside my black cardstock, like so, pressing it down. Now I have my printed paper here, and what I'm doing is I am placing this onto my strip, my long strip, onto it. And I'm doing this so the card faces me. I'm about half an inch in from the side, about a quarter to half an inch in from the side, and about the same down. And I'm placing that. Then I'm taking my sentiment. Missed a few adhesives. There we go. And I'm going to overlap my sentiment placard with that long strip. And I'm overlapping it with the long strip. I'm putting it about a quarter of an inch in and about equal distance up from the bottom as the long strip is from the top. I'm placing that down. So there's my card so far. Oops. Now what I want to do is I'm going to use my Making Memories piercing mat and piercing tool. And what I did is I pierced the card in between the two pieces that I put on at where the diamonds meet. So I have one there, then I have where the white lines meet for my second, and where the diamonds meet for my third pierce. Now what I have here, I got these at Joann Fabrics, and they're monochromatics, purple squares. And I'm using one light, one medium, and one dark of the purple squares. So I'm pulling those out here. And what I did is making them form a diamond by turning them on corners. I put it through the hole, the first hole. So my lighter purple is closer to the sentiment. And I'm just going to split the brads on the back so it stays. Again, I got these at Joann Fabrics. Then I have my medium toned purple, and that's going in the middle. Like so. Making sure it sits on the angle, and I'm splitting the tongs in the back of the brad. Like so. Then I have my dark purple, and I'm putting that in the next one up. Piercing that through, laying down my tongs, and there is that piece. As you can see, my three brads, my ribbon. Now I have my adhesive on the back, and I'm just going to peel off those adhesive tabs. As you've noticed, I'm using two different types of adhesive to do this project. The reason I'm doing that is these photo mount squares work great for these smaller items that are not too heavy to adhere onto a card. And the tape runner I'm actually using to adhere the heavier items. So I'm going to place this centered on my black piece of cardstock like so. So you can see that. I'm then flipping it over. And because this is multi-layered now, I'm using my AdTech glue runner, and I'm going around the four sides of my card front, making sure it's nice and sticky because I want it to stay. So there are my four corners, and just a quick one through the center, both angles. I'm then taking my card, I'm placing my card front close to the fold edge, making sure it's centered as best as possible, and pressing it down. So there you are. There's a very quick and easy color coordinated card. Again, using papers from Making Memories, brads from Joann Fabrics, just some ribbon that I found at Michael's or Walmart. And there you are. So thank you for joining me today at bluebutterflycreations.blogspot.com, and I hope you have a wonderful day.